Welcome to Travel with Tani, coming to you live from Malta. Welcome to Malta Part 2. We are now going to explore Malta's scenic coastlines, diving sites, and filming locations. Filming? Yes. Game of Thrones, Munich, Troy, Gladiator, World War Z, Captain Phillips, to name a few, were filmed in Malta. Malta is an archipelago island nation located in the Mediterranean between Europe and Northern Africa. There are 5 islands total, with 3 being occupied. We explored Valletta, the capital city, in Part 1. If you missed it, I've attached the link at the top. Now let's explore a little bit more of Malta, starting with Sliema. Sliema is a resort town located in the northeastern part of the island and has the longest uninterrupted promenade in Malta, about 1.2 miles. There is a Roman bath, art galleries, and boats for hire. You can continue your walk to Tani Point, which has a great view, and while you're there, you can visit the largest mall in the country, the Point. Ferries and boats are an inexpensive form of travel and an excellent mode of transportation to the 3 cities from Valletta. The 3 cities are Sliema, Bormla, and Birgu. The magic of the 3 cities is that their harbors have been in use since Phoenician times, and the Knights of St. John originally settled here when they arrived in Malta. The Knights of St. John were initially monks who cared for Holy Land pilgrims in Jerusalem. Then during the Crusades, they fought and were transformed into knights. Birgu here is the oldest of the 3 cities. You can take a short walk over to Fort St. Angela. Another great way to get around the island is the hop-on, hop-off bus tour. There are 2 routes that circle each way around the island. The next stop is Marseillais, Malta's fishing village. This is also a great spot for swimming and snorkeling at St. Peter's Pool. POPEYE'S village was originally the film set for the 1980 musical Popeye and has been transformed into a theme park with Santa elves and Popeye and friends. Another destination for diving and snorkeling is the Blue Grotto. The water is clean, clear, and deep. And the next stop doesn't have a sea view, but it's still one of my favorite cities in Malta, Mdina, the Silent City. This walled city was Malta's first capital during medieval times before the seat of government was moved to Valletta. As you walk the winding, shaded streets with the colorful doors, you feel as if you've traveled back in time. Due to this medieval feel, HBO used the Silent City as the backdrop for King's Landing in Season 1 of Game of Thrones. As you explore, you can take a look at St. Paul's Cathedral and Museum, the Mdina Glass Shop, which is a great option for a unique souvenir. You also have the Mdina Experience, which is a 1-hour film explaining Malta's history. If you have time, make a quick stop at neighboring Rabat, which has St. Paul's Catacombs. Another great way to get around the island is by bus or taxi, but either way, you have to venture to St. Julian's Bay because they have a variety of local and international restaurants like Zen Sushi. There are also a ton of bars in the summer that is a popular hangout, plus the views are fantastic. This concludes my tour of Malta. This lovely picture places everything on the map so you can have a visual of the island's layout. There is a ton more to see, but I need a longer stay. I could have never imagined that only 2 months after visiting Malta and bringing in the new year, that COVID-19 would shake up our lives, bringing everything to a grinding halt. It's a reminder to never take anything for granted. Say your I love yous, give your hugs, and enjoy the view. So if you liked this video, please place a like on it, subscribe, and share. Okay, thanks. Bye. For all things travel, visit TaniLam.com.